Right now, Columbus police charging a man in connection with the murder of a local faith leader. It comes nearly 2 months after his body was found in a van in Linden. Sierra Lucas spoke with his wife about that arrest.
ABC 6 News.
All right, thank you, Sierra. And Columbus police will be talking about this arrest soon. We'll bring it to you live as it happens. Also this afternoon, several news outlets are confirming that President Biden will nominate federal appeals court judge Ketanji Brown Jackson to be the next justice on the Supreme Court. She once served as the clerk for Justice Stephen Breyer, whose retirement opened up that spot on the court. Happening at this hour, Columbus police investigating a shooting on the northeast side of town. This all went down just before midnight along Marblewood Drive. At this point, officers are gathering evidence and speaking with witnesses, trying to determine exactly what led to it all. That victim was rushed to a local hospital. Of course, we'll let you know once we learn more about their condition. And happening today, a Columbus woman accused of ramming a stolen car into a deputy appeared in court this morning. The Montgomery County Sheriff's Office says that deputy fired shots at Brooklyn Frazier after that crash on Tuesday night. She was hit twice in the arm. That deputy is out of the hospital and expected to be okay. Frazier's bond was set at $1 million. And new developments this afternoon in the fight on those state voting maps. The commission looking over the plans approving another set of House and Senate maps yesterday. All right, check this out. Crew fans taking over Nationwide Boulevard this afternoon. The faithful gearing up for a big showdown at Lower.com Field. The team kicking off their season opener against Vancouver. Clay Hall tracking this one from start to finish. And Clay, the crew are certainly hoping for a bounce back season. And of course, as we mentioned, the fans were up and out early for this one. A lot of excitement and hope heading into this new season. Bree Buckley following that side of the story for us tonight. And Bree, fans are certainly pumped up. And turning now to the latest COVID numbers from across the state in the last 24 hours. The State Department of Health reporting just over 1,300 new cases. 159 people were sent to the hospital. And as those COVID numbers continue to fall right here in Central Ohio and across the country, those mask mandates are also falling one by one. And in many communities, they could be gone altogether thanks to new guidance from the CDC. Continuing coverage tonight, testimony continues in the murder trial of former Mount Carmel doctor William Husel. He's facing 14 murder charges for what his team calls comfort care. Haley Nelson tracking it all tonight. Also this weekend, people across Central Ohio coming together to show their support for Ukraine. Miles Harris has the full story. Developing tonight, coming to an end, the mask mandate here in the city of Columbus could be dropped as soon as Monday. The city council set to vote on this issue tomorrow. Alexis Moberger following that story for us tonight. And Alexis, after this vote is made, how quickly could all of this happen? Happening today, officially coming to an end. After 2 years of ups and downs due to COVID, the Arnold wrapping up tonight. From the fantastic events to crowds of visitors in town and the millions of dollars brought into the city, organizers say the event was a huge success. On new tonight, the Franklin County coroner confirming tonight that she's waiting on the final reports after several deadly ODs. We're told those 3 suspected overdose deaths. Over the past several years, the city of Columbus has seen a historic rise in deadly violence. In many of these cases, the victims and the suspects just teens. Community leaders are stepping up now, hoping to pull these kids back on the right track.
When I grew up, my mother was on drugs. My dad wasn't really around.
For Pastor Rick Jones, the mission is a personal one.
You know, for me to escape that, to go to college, get a full scholarship, and change my life, it speaks volumes. I always tell the kids, man, I'm a symbol and a sign to let you know that you can make it too. If I made it, you can make it, because I went through some horrific things as a child.
Coming up rough, using his life experience as an example, working with kids in the juvie system, pushing to stop the pipeline to prison.
Man, it really hit home with me because I'm down there and I see these kids and I built rapport with these kids.
He got killed in the summer of 2021.
Miguel Tucker, one of those on the front lines, helping in the effort.
A lot of them are forced to grow up way too quick. And a 16-year-old is now trying to take care of his household as the man of the house.
Tucker, the founder of Remember Us Urban Scouts, has seen the pain and heartache firsthand, losing several of the kids in his program to violence.
Broke my heart. It made me feel like I'm not doing enough.
Tucker's group providing local teens with mentorship, job training, and educational pathways, all in effort to pull them off the streets.
You know, I tell people all the time, my hood homies made sure I graduated high school. They motivated me to continue to go to college and graduate from college because they didn't want that life for me. Right now, our young people don't have no mentors. They don't have that guidance. They don't have that father figure, that uncle, that brother that's in the household that's telling you, you're better than the streets.
Jones telling us it's that effort on the ground level that will truly make an impact in the fight to save young lives, both from the grave and the prison system.
It's going to take a village to raise a kid, you know? If we can all come together and get connected, I think we can see change in this community.
Pastor Jones is confident this work will make a difference, changing lives and families in the process. In Columbus, Rodney Dunigan reporting. Members of the Linden community say enough is enough. They're united in an effort to address the recent violence in the area in a push to make a real change.
And don't wait till it hits home to get involved.
For Ralph Carter, it's literally his life's mission to be a light of positivity and progress for his community.
To save a life. That's what it's about.
The founder of We Are Linden, proud of the area, but heartbroken by recent violence.
You don't want to have to bury another child.
This past weekend, a deadly stabbing here along Republic Avenue. Just up the block, around the same time, a shooting on Cleveland Avenue. That shooting right near Ina's Caribbean Kitchen. Marlon Hales, the restaurant's general manager, saying these issues don't truly reflect Linden.
This is where hope starts at. It starts here.
Members of the community joining with restaurant owners, calling for peace.
Everything happens at the grassroots. We're the grassroots.
Yeah, let me get the barbecue there.
Also for continued support of businesses like Ina's, the backbone of this neighborhood.
We're not just thinking of today, we're thinking of the grandkids and the great-grandkids. And that's what we want to show everyone else in Linden. If we can be here for 22 years and establish and thrive, so can you. And that's the message we have.
Neighborhood leaders say it will take the entire community to really make this change, but they are committed to this area and confident that their efforts will spark a turnaround. In Linden, Rodney Dunigan reporting. The rising price at the pump is impacting just about everyone, but for families struggling to make ends meet, they may be forced to make a tough choice, either filling up the tank or putting food on the table.
Our families are right on the edge of losing their homes based on the rise in cost right now and inflation.
Kathy Stofak sees the need every day firsthand.
The cost rising is causing a great strain on them right now. Now we're in our library at the Dowd Educational Center.
Volunteers at Home for Families working with those trying to stay afloat, providing housing, economic, and educational support. With gas prices ticking up by the day, the nonprofit putting out an urgent call for help.
Some of our families actually live in their car, and they need the gas to keep the heat going in their car and to keep moving in their cars.
The organization asking donors for gas gift cards. Stofak says that $25 or $50 donation could keep a family from going under.
Just like that pain that we're feeling at that pump and making decisions about how much to put in our tank and where to make changes in our budget around the cost of gas, it's the difference for our families between being able to stay in their home and being able to go to their jobs and being able to get the resources they need.
The easiest way to give, drop off a gift card right at their office or head to their website to donate.
Advocates for local families fear that this issue will only get worse before things get better. They're hopeful by getting the word out, they'll get those needed donations for area families. In Columbus, Rodney Dunigan reporting. That's exactly right, Stacia. All of it simply by speaking out. Tonight, there are countless people dealing with mental health issues, all alone, not reaching out for help. Experts say Miller's openness about his issues could motivate others to not give up.
With a heartfelt message on social media this week, Ohio State offensive lineman Harry Miller announcing his medical retirement from the game, telling followers he'd contemplated suicide prior to last season, detailing head coach Ryan Day key in getting him in touch with help.
It was brave for him to do because there's often stigma associated with mental health issues, and for him to let people know it's a health condition and he needed to prioritize that was incredible. And I really credit Coach Day for helping change that culture for his team.
Lori Chris, director of the Ohio Department of Mental Health and Addiction Services, says reaching out for that assistance is vital.
It's okay not to be okay, and it's okay to ask for help.
Miller's story resonating across the country. Headlines detailing his struggles and strength in speaking out. OSU President Christina Johnson tweeting, "Your words and openness will empower so many." Chris telling us having a high-profile person detailing their difficulties could push others to get the assistance they desperately need.
Mental health is something that affects any person. There's no specific person that is exempt from having mental health challenges.
The message, help and love, is out there. If you're battling mental health issues, speak up. Miller's words making an impact across the country. His actions could save lives.
And state leaders tell us there are a number of resources available if you need help. Stressing suicide is never the answer. For more information, simply head on over to our website and click this story. Live in studio tonight, Rodney Dunigan, ABC 6 News.